Welcome back, friends. We're well into the second third now, and
Well, I'm into the second third. You're on your second cigar.
for those of you that know me, when I get a bit excited, I do smoke quickly. I try not to, and it's hard to make people believe that when I smoke by myself, I'm just a normal cigar smoker,
We don't believe
rate.
that. I'm sorry, none of us believe that, John. I'm sorry.
I just enjoyed it so much.
Well, surprisingly, this is quite a good cigar for being less than a year old.
Yeah.
Right, it is a wonderful cigar.
Yeah.
The notes of milk coffee have now gone in the second third. You're still getting that hay, that citrus, a little bit of the honey. Oddly enough, I am getting a little bit of metallic, kind of flavor in there. Kind of like when you lick a battery. But as I said, 9-volt battery.
It's tingly.
I wouldn't call it tingly, but it is definitely a light metallic taste in there, and it's not detracting from the cigar itself.
No, still enjoying it.
Yeah, it's still enjoyable. It's still quite an enjoyable cigar.
So, for the people watching this video, we had a really interesting conversation before we came back on. What would you pair with this type of cigar? And what do we decide?
Well, for me personally, when we're tasting a cigar, the beverage of choice for me is just actually plain water, right? Because I don't want anything to detract from the flavor of the cigar itself. Something that you drink, maybe like you often see Rob and Ken drinking wines with their cigars.
Yeah.
I personally, whilst smoking a cigar for enjoyment, will drink a red wine. But if I'm tasting a cigar, I definitely won't be, because it tends to mask a lot of the flavors, especially cigars that are a bit lighter in flavor, they will mask. So I personally prefer water.
Yeah, I don't mind the water with this cigar at all. But look, I've got to sing out and say the bin. You can show everybody the bin 138 Penfolds Shiraz. There it is. And I'm not no wine aficionado in any way, but it's fantastic. It's just so nice.
It is quite nice. As John says, a Penfolds bin 138, so it's a Grenache Shiraz Mourvedre. 2002. Yes, 2002. So it is still very nice and lovely drinking wine, even though it's 15 years old now.
Yeah.
It has not lost any of its flavour or any of its strength that it had maybe 5 or 6 years ago. But it's a lovely drink, very smooth, very enjoyable. But definitely I would not be drinking it in a tasting situation.
So we're talking about Ken.
Oh.
Curious as to there's a thread that Ken put up on the forum, and we just actually spoke to him before we came back on about the cricket. It was a good laugh. The Marsh brothers, those American friends of ours won't know what we're talking about. The Australian friends will know exactly what we're talking about. While we're smoking the cigar, Mitchell Marsh has come back in the team and hit a 50, which means he'll probably be playing for another 10 tests. It was a good laugh. Ken started a thread about what he'd smoke with
the talisman.
Yeah, when he did the talisman review, and that sort of made us think what would pair with this Cohiba Esplendido. We talked about certain cigars that you go well with coffee. So the PLPC, you said.
PLPC, I find goes really well with a cup of coffee. Whether it be an espresso or just a milk coffee with maybe half a teaspoon of sugar.
Yeah.
Right. It's a really nice pairing flavor for me.
Yeah.
I would not have, of course, maybe like a scotch or a rum with it.
No.
But definitely. Cup of coffee,
No.
It's quite nice. For me,
wouldn't have a sugary drink. You talked about not having a sugary drink with a certain cigar either.
It depends, really, to be honest.
Depends on the person.
Depends on the person. As we said before, horses for courses. It really depends on your personal preference, what you would want to drink. But for me personally, I'd rather not go for a sugary drink.
Yeah. And I think one other thing I wanted to talk about in this review is that both you and I really like Cohiba, and there's many of us on the forum that do have it up there, and many of us don't, and that's quite okay.
Mhm.
Depends on your preference. But I was just thinking myself, it's probably been a while since I've had a Cohiba. When I do have them, I just enjoy them. And this is into the last third, and just show everybody where you're at. Okay.
Yeah. There's a bit of a difference there.
There is. Probably been a while since I've had one, but I don't think, oh look, it's been 6 weeks since I've had one, I've got to have one, but I'm still very much enjoying this as from the beginning.
For me, it was actually 10 days ago.
Was it okay?
Yeah.
What was it?
I believe it was I think it was a Siglo 2. I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I believe it was.
Aged or young?
No, young. Quite
Really?
young. Yeah. Yeah, quite young.
How was it?
It was quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
It was quite nice, yeah. I think I actually got it from a sampler pack, actually, to be honest.
Actually,
it might have been actually one of the ones that from the forum.
Oh yeah. The many competitions.
Many competitions, yeah.
There's so many competitions. It's hard to. You can tell me which one what it was actually called, but it's not about Sydney being your city.
I believe that would have been it. That would have
your
been
city.
It. Yeah, your city one. Yeah,
That's it.
So.
And you just reminded me. It might have been a little while since I've had a Cohiba, but I'm going to catch up with Trevor on a couple of days since I'm on vacation time now. And, Trevor, if you don't know, is the founder of Cuban Cigar website, and I'm fairly sure we'll have a Cohiba together on a Monday.
Nice age.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, nice age one. Yeah.
Well, that would be
Get the spot on.
That would be absolutely fantastic. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But getting back to this, I mean, what are you getting in the last third, really, to be honest?
Just breathe some smoke there.
Is that a shocking question?
No, it's not. Just let me take one more draw. Look, I'm still getting that quality citrus and honey well into the last third, which it exemplifies for me what a quality cigar this is. No, I'm not getting the that light coffee, milky coffee that we had at the beginning. Possibly if you were to age this, let it rest, that would be there. But it's still, this is not medium. This is just touch below medium. It's really, really nice.
Definitely, I'm not finding
cool.
I'm not finding it as a heavy cigar.
Mm-mm.
It's in no way, shape, or form a heavy cigar. For me, it's on the lighter side of medium.
Yeah.
And I mean, the draw is quite easy. It's not a hard draw. It is quite an enjoyable cigar, but it really hasn't evolved beyond an 88, 89.
No.
It's pretty much just sat right there. And I think that's really more the mark of its youth, its age.
I'm with you.
Over the time, you'll probably find that this cigar will improve with age.
Yes.
3-5 years down the track,
Absolutely.
it'll be quite a nice cigar.
Yeah.
It may scrape into the 92, 93 maybe, but time will always tell.
So, Faz, just the last question
Yeah.
of the review. Why would you reach for this?
Why or when?
Why? When or why? Yeah, is there a special occasion or
No,
you need a certain time?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, I don't really pick my cigars for the occasion.
Okay.
It's more than whatever I'm rummaging through my humidor.
Yeah.
It's whatever I grab, what I feel like smoking on that particular day, week, or night.
But if you want something a bit under medium, if you want something more that honey citrus flavour that we've been talking about, you've got to reach for this.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Well, to be honest, perfectly honest, the Esplendido is not really my size preference.
Yep.
I prefer Corona Gorda, a smaller cigar.
Yes.
Personally.
Yes.
Mind
Which
you,
is a Siglo 4 size.
Yes.
That's a Corona.
True.
Yeah.
But mind you, I actually started on Esplendidos. The Esplendido.
You start off very high.
I was actually gifted a box a long time ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Really?
About 20 years ago, I was gifted a box.
A generous friend that gave you that. Long story.
Long story, yes, definitely.
Tell us in another review.
Oh no, I can't give it.
Don't go there. Sorry, don't go there. You'll tell us off it.
Off air, yes, but not on air.
Okay.
But it was actually also my first box that I purchased.
Wow.
Right, and that would have been about 18 years ago.
Yeah.
So quite a long time ago. So it is one of the cigars that I started off with. And
So it has nostalgia for you.
it has a bit of nostalgia for me. The size back then was what I was going for. I was going for the larger ring gauge, the longer cigar. But over time, it's evolved to Corona Gorda, Corona, even cigars like a Petite Corona. I quite enjoy Petite
The
Coronas.
smaller ring gauge.
Yeah, PLPCs are probably one of my favorite cigars, and especially when they're only 1 or 2 years old.
With a little bit of mongrel, as El Prez says.
I love the mongrel in a PLPC.
Bit of bite.
Exactly. So, yeah. I know a lot of people say, you got to wait till 5 years so that caramel notes come into it, but I still prefer the mongrel in it. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, friends, we're going to leave it there, and thanks for watching. And we're going to come back to you with a 9th review, which will be the sadly deleted Vegas Urbana Don Alejandro. Until then, catch you next time. Happy smoking.
See you later, guys.